Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are going to talk about QQQ, the Invesco Trust. This is an excellent fund. Let's get right into it. Let's waste no time. Top 10 holdings. You have Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Broadcom, Meta, Tesla, Google, and Costco. These 10 companies make up 50% out of 102 holdings. We will break down the further holdings later on. Let's quickly go over the fund profile so everybody can get on the same page. QQQ, what it does is it yields the performance of the NASDAQ 100 index fund. Now, looking at this on a quick snapshot, we reviewed the top 10 companies. Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia are your big dogs within here. They are companies that are within the United States with a large capitalization and information technology, making up 50% of the fund. This has a 5-star rating out of 10 as well. So let's break it down. Let's look at the composition going through it. And now, when we're looking at the ETP's prospectus stated objectives, the U.S. equity is the asset classification. It is passively managed, large growth. And if you don't want to buy individual tech stocks like Apple, Nvidia, this is the fund for you. It makes it so you're diversified and you're in tech stocks. So here's your holdings. Now let's go through the equity. North America, 97%. Market capitalization, giant, large, and about 10% in the medium area. When you look at the style map, you have a large growth blend. So you're looking for growth stocks. You have 50% in technology, 15% in communication services, consumer discretionary 14%, staples 5%, and then the rest kind of just withers down less than 5%. Now, let's go down to the view all holdings here. I want you to get a good look at this. Besides the top 10 that make up 50% of the fund, you have stocks like T-Mobile, Cisco, Lind, Pepsi, Intuitive, Adobe, PLTR. I'm sure you've heard of them. Texas Instruments, Qualcomm, and I'm going to slowly just scroll down so you can see once we get to the latter 50, they are less than 1% of the portfolio. So just doing this, if you want to pause it and just take a look at some of the companies that are within it, but I think that is just good for you to see. Now, let's break down looking at the distribution and expenses. This QQQ pays a dividend yield of 0.54%. So even though you have that massive growth potential, which we're going to go over, you get a dividend of 0.54% and the expense ratio costs 0.2%. Now, looking at the ratings and analysis, analyst ratings, Morningstar 5-star out of 10. And in the short term, we have weak sentiment at the time of this recording. Looking at the performance and the risk, if you were to invest $10,000 in this in 2014, your $10,000 would be worth $60,000. So excellent returns. And to average that over the 10 years, the life of the fund is given 10% a year. 10% gains a year. And now after 10 years, it's up. Your $10,000 would have been $60,000. If you look at the last year, it had a great year at 26%. The last 3 years, it averaged 13%. And the last 5 years, it averaged almost 20%. So it has done very well performing. If you look at the comparisons, you can look into the Fidelity NASDAQ Composite 1Q, but they basically have the same funds and it's the same expense ratio. You could also look into the NASDAQ QQQE or the QQEW. But to keep things simple, QQQ, very simple. It's been around for a long time. And I think what's important is to think about, what you're getting out of this. You're buying an ETF that you can buy and sell so you can get in and out of the position if you wish. And it has been around since 1999. So I like buying ETFs long term that I know have been around for a very long time. This is my channel, guys, Trading Simplified. For those of you who want to learn more about day trading, investing, I encourage you to check out my playlist. This is all from my personal experience that I just want to share with you. You can look for the icon right up here. Click on the links if you're interested in the WAP to get a more personalized experience. Check out the members only. For those of you that contribute to my YouTube channel, I try to make videos dedicated just to you guys. I appreciate you guys. My day trading P&L 2025, crypto trading on Gemini, mastering Fidelity, Vanguard investments, and day trading on Fidelity. There's a bunch on here. If you're looking just to long-term invest, you can go on the playlist, Investing Basics for Beginners.